Hello and welcome to episode 122 of The Pilgrimage on FM23. I'm Jamie, and coming up on today's episode I've got two games for you. We're away to Bournemouth and at home to Aston Villa, both in the Premier League. And since you were last with me, we have finally managed to work out how to win matches. So let's see if we can keep that going, and I'll show you the team to face Bournemouth in just a moment. Okay, here is our team then, and it is Setford in goal. Back four is Mia, Hadler, Andrei and Carden. It's Morante and Matsumura in central midfield. Gonzalez, Ibrahimovic and Cunningham behind Oliver up front. So let's submit the team and go and give the team talk. Okay, well, my assistant manager thinks I should emphasise the fact we've been on a good run lately and it would be a good idea to keep it going. I think that's fair enough, actually. So, outstretched arms. Nope, can't do that. So, pumped fists and agree with him. And let's get into the tunnel. How do you feel ahead of the second match against Bournemouth in quick succession? Saw enough from our last meeting to think we're ready to get the job done. Why have Stoke been so poor on their travels? If I knew, we wouldn't be having this conversation, obviously. How satisfying has it been to watch the way this team attacks and scores recently? I'm not complaining. Scoring goals is always fun, certainly is. Okay, let's get into the action. And as always, first 10 minutes, we'll see how things play out and react accordingly. Need to display the league table for you when we get the chance. Matsumura back to Carden. And Carden's dilly-dallied on the ball, and somehow we've got away with it. Right, let's get the league table up and viewable for you. There we go. And it is a Bournemouth highlight again. We need to demand more. We've been sloppy in this opening 10 minutes or so. Grubic over the top, but Andrei is in there to win it back. Setford to Matsumura, he's given it away, and Bournemouth have scored. And it is Javi Villa. I don't think he's going to be offside, but it is going to be tight. We've got away with it. It is disallowed, so it remains 0-0, and another demand more is going to be the right call as soon as I get the chance to do it. So just waiting for that opportunity now, and it's coming now, so demanding more. Outswinging corner from Villa for Bournemouth, headed away by Matsumura. We're not closing it down quickly enough, and the shot comes in, but it's way over the crossbar and the highlight comes to an end. Bournemouth have been much the better team. We've been sloppy at the back, and I'm looking to see who the culprit is. Nobody obvious yet. So Hector finds Andrei into Morante. It's cleared by Setford, and Bournemouth win it back, but we get it back immediately. Oliver to Matsumura, into Oliver. Cunningham to Carden. Matsumura back to Andrei, into Carden. Matsumura's ball out to the right for Cunningham, who's lost it, and he's committed a foul there, but we've got away with it. Mainly because Bournemouth are in, and Javi Villa this time is not going to be denied. It is Bournemouth 1, Stoke City 0, and that's a completely self-inflicted wound. And a demand more, definitely needed. Right, Gonzalez is playing really poorly, and at the back, I think, well, Mia's not playing brilliantly and Morante is struggling. So there's any number of changes we could make at half time. It's played forward by the Bournemouth keeper. Carden beaten in the air far too easily. And Lynch plays it back to Morante. We get it clear, but only as far as Cuxart. It's played back to Doyle for Bournemouth. Cuxart to Jensen. Plays it through for Ulrich. And Setford with the save. And it is offside. But we are going to go in behind at half-time again. So let's thrash the arms. You've been terrible. We've been awful. Most of it self-inflicted. Right, let's take Morante off for Dongmo. Let's bring Ian Carden off and Emilio Ruiz on. And for my third change, Mia is going to be replaced by Chevalier. So complete revamp in the defensive part of the match. And a switch around in midfield as well. And let's start the second half. We'll hit them with a demand. We'll demand more. So Cuxart finds Ulrich. Doyle to Johnson. Ulrich plays it over the top. Andre wins it back. Finds Ruiz. Plays it into Cunningham, who's lost the ball. And we're under pressure again. And Setford's come out. Tried to get there. Hasn't made it. And are we going to be lucky again with an offside flag? Or are we going to be 2-0 down? We're going to be 2-0 down. There we go. Confirmed. So Gonzalez is going to come off. And Guisa's going to come on. As Ibrahimovic plays it across for Oliver. Cunningham's shot deflected over. And I'm not really sure what we can do here. It's 2-0. Let's demand more. And Cunningham is definitely going to be the next man withdrawn. And we'll bring on Adrian Voigt up on the right hand side. And for my final change, I'm going to take Ibrahimovic off. In fact, that is the final change anyway. We've only got 10 minutes left. We look like we're going to lose this one. Andre to Hadler. Into Matsumura. Finds Chevalier. We might as well go attacking. We've got 10 minutes left to try and salvage something. So Avier plays it back to Grubic. And Bournemouth keep possession. Wilkes into Jensen. Wilkes again to Solis. Doyle plays it forward for Ulrich on the left hand side. Ulrich cuts inside. Hits a shot. And it is wide. And the chance goes. So let's demand more. One last time. Can we at least get a consolation, lads? Bournemouth are fourth in the league. That does have to be taken into account. And there's the full-time whistle. Bournemouth 2, Stoke City 0. I'll be back in a moment with the second match of today's episode. Okay, time now for the second match of today's episode, as we face a home match against Aston Villa. The team for this one: Setford in goal. Back four is Mia, Hadler, Andre and Carden. Morante and Voigt in central midfield. Guise, Ibrahimovic and Cunningham behind Oliver up front. So let's submit the team and go and give the team talk. Okay, my assistant wants me to emphasise the credit given by the media. Now, I want a much better performance than last time, so I'm going to point the finger and tell them I expect a much better performance. And let's go out into the tunnel. How have your team been able to make this place such a fortress of late? Hard work. What do you need to improve after a disappointing outing against Bournemouth? We need to find a higher level. If we play as we're capable of, we'll be fine in this game. So let's kick the match off and see if we can prevent it being 3 defeats in a row. And it is a Stoke highlight to start with. Hadler is dispossessed though, he's dawdled on the ball and the shot goes just wide, so we get away with it. I think a fire up is needed rather than a demand more this time. Need to get them... I don't mind the fact that they've gone red. If I've made them angry, then great. We'll demand more next time. So it's Mia with the throw in into Morante. Mia to Voigt. Back to Morante. Voigt with the shot. Cannons off the crossbar. And the highlight comes to an end. So let's demand more now. As the ball is cleared and Guisa brings it away for us over the halfway line. He's given it away though. And we've won it straight back. Voigt to Cunningham. He's lost it though. We're too weak in the tackle at the moment. Rodney plays it in to Flores. And with one pass they're in behind. And we get away with it. It's offside though. So the highlight comes to an end. And this time it's a Stoke attack. And Carden on the right hand side plays it back to Voigt. Carden again. To Andre. He finds Hadler. To Mia. We've gone down the left this time. Mia into Guisa. And his shot goes through the goalkeeper. And it is Stoke City 1. Aston Villa 0. We finally got into the lead in a match. So let's encourage. Flores is cross in though. And very nearly an immediate response from Aston Villa. We need to build on this 1-0 lead. Setford to Hadler. Plays it out to Mia on the left. Mia runs forward, finds Guise. Back to Voigt. Plays it to Hadler into Morante. Guise's ball over the top. Finds Oliver. And he dinks it over the keeper into the back of the net. And it's out of almost nothing. Stoke City 2, Aston Villa 0. And could this be the turning point of the season? As it stands, we're up to 13th in the table, which is absolutely dizzying as far as this team is concerned. And hopefully we can go in at half-time with that 2-0 lead intact. And we do. So let's go in, give the lads some words of encouragement. Very happy, keep it going. And let's have a look. Performance-wise, I don't want to make any changes. Fitness-wise, probably Morante. And let's bring on Dongmo. That's a good shout. And in fact, I'm going to move Adrian Voigt out to the right hand side and replace Cunningham, who is on a yellow card. So we'll bring on Matsumura. And I'll swap those two around. And let's get the second half underway. Let's encourage the boys to try and take this to its conclusion. We have been the better team. Just 2-0 seems a little harsh on Aston Villa, but we'll take it all day long. Villa's Zaferis with the free kick. The header from that goes just wide, and the highlight thankfully comes to an abrupt end. So let's demand more. And Setford has it, finds Andre, who plays it forward for Dongmo. Carden takes over, plays in Voigt. Ibrahimovic is dispossessed by Gray, finds Beckhair. and it's with O'Keefe now. Into Gray. Matsumura can't win it back. O'Keefe takes over again. Gray to Zephyrus. It's played in behind, and Stefanicic, and Gussin manages to put it in the back of the net, and Villa have a goal back. So I'm going to take Ibrahimovic off and bring on Gonzalez. And I'm then going to make 2 more changes in the last 10 minutes. So we'll take Lex Hadler off and bring on David Shields. And we'll also take off Guise and bring on... In fact, that's not really possible. We could bring on Ivan and then swap Gonzalez to the left. That would work. So we've done that, and let's see if we can see this one through. Whatever's happened while I've been making those subs, we've got a penalty and a massive chance to seal the win. And Andre has his first goal for the club and makes it 3-1. I'd love to know what that penalty was for. Ultimately, I don't care. We've won the match, and we just need to see out the last 5 minutes now to complete a fantastic 3-1 win over Aston Villa. And that is the full-time whistle. Stoke City 3, Aston Villa 1. I'll be back in a moment to show you the league table and tell you what's coming up on the next episode. Okay, time now to take a look at the league table, and as you can see, with 12 matches gone, we are in 13th place in the table with 4 wins, 3 draws, 6 defeats and 15 points on the board. So we're above 1 point per game and just 5 points off the continental qualification places. So let's take a look at what might be coming up on the next episode. And I think there's no point showing you games against the likes of Chelsea, Man City and Arsenal. So I'll bring you back for the games against Leicester and Queen's Park Rangers just before Christmas. So that will be coming up on the next episode, and if you've enjoyed that, please leave a nice thumbs up on there for me. Subscribe to the channel for Monday to Friday Football Manager videos. Thank you very much indeed for watching, and goodbye.